What up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is day 2 in New York. And today is the day where my love for the Mira walkthrough increases or just makes the story a little better. So what I'm about to do right now is drive an hour and some change to Connecticut. The homie Savi is going to help me out. I think Dave is probably going to make an appearance in this video. And we are finally going to swap over my cracked manifold with a nice brand new OEM one. I also would love to look into my charcoal canister because that gas situation is 10 out of 10 bad. I'm wondering if just in here itself is just dirty. So I'm going to see if I could just swap them over. Like literally just swap over this canister with the one that's currently in the car. And then I don't necessarily care to install the radio, but I would love to connect the car charger. Like I would just love to get power to this. I still don't have speakers or know even where my speakers are going to go. So I'm not really too worried about getting the radio installed, but I'm just going to bring it just in case we need that to somehow get ground to this. And then we're still leaking coolant from my understanding. Let's start the car up. I was talking to my cousin. He was basically saying the reason it's leaking sometimes and then not, he's not 100% sure, but the reason that right now it's not leaking, or maybe it is, let's find out, is because the thermostat hasn't opened yet. So yeah, if I let this warm up for, I don't know, a minute or so, we'll most likely will have a pool of coolant here. So yeah, let's hope that at the bare minimum, we swap over the manifold. This sound goes away. The squealing sound goes away. But yeah, let's drive an hour and some change. I don't love that I'm leaking coolant. I'm probably not even doing it yet. Yeah, it's not happening yet, but in due time, there will be a pool of coolant there. I'm just gonna wait a little longer and see if it randomly fixes itself. That's what I was hoping for when I was in Hawaii. And obviously that was not the case. We are currently driving to Connecticut and it sounds like this. Let's hope that by the end of this video, it no longer sounds like that.
Okay, the top is off. JDM plate. You fucker. Strike again.
Hold the engine, do a fresh rebuild, forge internals, new pistons, new freaking everything. Build it up so we can get 1,000 horsepower out of this. Imagine that.
Nah, I won't do it.
1,000? Not even 200?
It's a 4-cylinder.
Doesn't matter.
We'll bore it out. We'll bore out the bigger pistons.
Yeah, bore. Dude, the whole bore, everything that would get done is so much more than the car is probably worth at that point. That, no, I'm just saying.
You got
like,
a worthless car, bro.
No, I'm saying that it would cost probably like 15 grand, and he'd be like, "Yeah, fuck that." You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, in my opinion,
that's what it costs now. So another 15 won't hurt.
Well, another 15 will hurt somebody.
I might just case swap it.
Somebody, yo. Ta-da! I have confidence with the other one, but I'm gonna keep lubing a little bit more. You know, the bottom ones I'm confident with.
So I'm leaking oil right here for my turbo, right? This?
Right here in the bottom. If you look up,
yeah,
you'll see what I was saying before about
yeah.
That's my concern right here. I mean, we could try to snug them a little bit.
Yeah.
To see if it helps, but you know, I'm not sure if it will. Like, you imagine that it was
tight,
just...
It's tight. Oh, we can't start the car and find out.
But you imagine if it was just loose the whole time? I didn't even do any pressure on it. That's why I said, like, did you guys mess with it? Look,
I kind of want to tighten it.
I kind of want to tighten it too,
yeah.
but we're at the point where you have a new gasket anyway.
I know, no.
And the gasket
we're
is
gonna swap it
separating
no matter what anyway. But I'm curious to know if I tightened it right now, would the squealing go away?
I don't know.
But we don't have a what's stopping us from starting the car right now?
Nothing. You just can't rev it because of the intercooler.
Yeah.
But realistically, nothing. It was loose.
It was loose.
Dude, like by hand, I was like, wait, I thought, dude, did you not see me look?
Yeah.
I was like, is it the wrong socket? Like, I thought that's how loose it was. Because I thought the socket.
Imagine this whole time it was just that.
Let's see. You hear crushing it? What the Dude.
Hopefully coolant doesn't get on the floor.
Right, and leak coolant, you said?
Yeah.
From where?
I don't know. I haven't
When
cared.
you first started, you leak coolant.
When it gets to temps. But let's see. It might do it. It might not. I mean, I should hear immediately once I start the car. We should hear if the exhaust leak because it sounded like a diesel. Now it's quieter. Let's give it a rev. Let's see if this entire time Mr. Blueberry Lemon just had a loose bolt. That's crazy. Should I turn it off?
Yeah. It's not making noise.
I know. A loose bolt.
Wow. I thought you guys checked all this. So, you're happy with it? Confirmed. Because this is the time, the no going back zone. I can put everything right back together, nicely, neatly.
Yeah, say we do that. Let's put everything back together. I'll keep this on standby.
That's what I would do.
And then I have a whole kit coming. A whole gasket kit.
Correct. And then we do everything at once.
Yeah, I do everything at once.
I thought if you wanted to do something like that.
Yeah. I think for that, we could just put everything back together. And I'll probably just, to make myself feel even better, install the radio, although I have no speakers.
Look, you ready? And this is your oil return. Your oil return.
3 things that weren't tightened. I wish my coolant would start leaking out so I could figure that out too, but
I can't make miracles happen, my friend.
unfortunately that's not happening. But I think what I'm going to do next is tighten up under here. One of my reverse lights aren't working, this one, so I'm going to get that figured out. And then I'm going to go to David's house, grab a speaker, and then we're also just going to install the radio. I don't have a location for my speakers just yet, but at least I'll have a radio, GPS, stuff like that. So that'll all get done, and maybe even a backup camera. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but while I'm here, I thought I was going to spend a couple hours doing the manifold. Luckily, we don't have to do that, so I guess I'll tackle some other little projects. All right, update. I don't know if this is my problem. How does it sound? The same?
Yeah, it sounds the same, but
What is
this
this
is
now?
also 3-port. Yours isn't.
Is that good or bad?
We'll see. We shall see. Because you never had a third hose that was connected to nothing. So they probably just didn't switch it out.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to believe that the person that had this in Japan put 20 cents of gas over and over and over and over.
For everybody be like, who's that random Spanish guy that keeps showing up in videos?
Update, as you can see, it's dark out. Today was one of those days, it's kind of similar when I went with my cousin, where I'm just trying to get as much done as possible. Shout out to Savi, he helped me out a lot. We fixed the reverse lights because only one was working. We swapped over the charcoal canister. I'm going to show you guys a lot tomorrow morning once I get some sunlight. But, you know, lights and everything work. Fog lights work. The car's extremely quieter. No more leak. I'm about to drive it home right now. Let's see how I could finally drive it without squealing. Shout out to Mendy Imports. He actually came through, helped us out. And then we attempted to put an A-Total radio, but that one was faulty. So wasn't able to do that. But everything is wired up. So I'm going to order one on Amazon. I'm going to contact them. They're probably just going to send me a free one. I also jerry-rigged some rear speakers back there. And then we also added a backup camera. So backup camera coming soon. A-Toto, speakers, underglow. And then, like I said, tomorrow morning I'll show you guys more. We'll probably install the radio because it'll get here pretty soon. And then I can finally start putting the dash together, all this together. Getting some lights, cutting these boxes because I want to still use this. But I'm going to have to put the seat here, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But a lot of stuff coming soon. Let me just drive home. It's been a long day. Shout out to Savi again. First pull with the window manifold tightened. A lot of the turbo lines tightened. Reverse light fixed. Radio wired in. Boost gauge. I mean, we're slowly coming together. Let's do this pull. No squealing. You guys ready for this? I haven't heard this since like the second day I bought the car. That right there, guys, that is why this is my forever K. That pull, that felt like my cappuccino just now. But all right, let's drive home. Let's edit some of this stuff. Let's order the Toto. Let's get a lot of stuff done, and then I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. What up? So it's the next day, and as I showed you guys yesterday, I didn't really do an amazing job, but honestly, I'm still in Hawaii time. There was a lot of things going on. After we realized that my manifold was never cracked, I never really had an issue. I just had to tighten it, which I could have done weeks ago, instead of spending countless hours and countless dollars trying to fix nothing. I figured I'd use that time to attack a lot of the smaller projects. So like I said, the radio and backup camera is completely wired in. Unfortunately, I mean, unless I'm doing something wrong, I guess I'll test it out some more. But this Toto radio is faulty. I contacted them already. I think they're just gonna send me a replacement. I'll probably just have to send that one back. We also swapped over the charcoal canister. I'm about to get gas in this video just to see if that was my problem. I know the homie Rex out in Canada, I believe, said that maybe that this one was clogged or faulty. I mean, one major difference is this one has 3 ports, and the one I replaced it with just has 2, which goes for this engine. I'm not sure if that one is original for the carbureted model. Maybe that was my issue. I'm not really too optimistic on it, honestly, because the listing for this car said the engine was swapped in 2017, and it's just hard for me to believe that the person who owned this prior to me, or the several people that owned this to me prior to me, were putting 10 cents a gallon. So I'm hoping for the best. Hopefully just this $20 fix can do that. We're gonna get gas, like I said. And then this I bought from Yahoo Japan. I wanted to install it on the car because, as you guys see, my dash and all that little stuff is still not put together. But it's not black, so yes, I can add it, but I think it's gonna clash. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get this plastic painted black and for it to look as nice and OEM as that. So I want to say, now that the engine is mechanically good, oh, let's check if I'm leaking coolant. Live reaction right now. It's been idling for a couple minutes. Okay. No coolant leaking. I'm still gonna drive it maybe like down the street and see if I'm looking coolant. But I think the next couple things on the agenda is I really want to just freshen this interior up. Now that I have the window, now that I'm not squealing anymore, now that all this kind of looks put together, I'm gonna have a radio any day now. I need to figure out where I'm gonna put the speakers. So I think I'm gonna drive back to Connecticut. David and Savvy are gonna help me cut this. We'll cut this face out or put something over it, they were telling me. And then I'll maybe put like an 8-inch speaker here, 8-inch speaker here, maybe just 2 speakers on that side. And then for this side, I need to figure out how I can still use this box while having the seat. That's really just my main objective. Although I don't really have someone in the car every day, I just want the ability to pick someone up or just have the 2 seats, honestly. Like, as much as this looks good and looks put together, I could definitely add a speaker right there. I just want a 2-seater. Like, for me, having a 1-seater car isn't ideal. So that's happening very soon. I need to go to Harbor Freight to buy this for over there so that doesn't show. And then kind of just tightening up everything. I think we got to the point now where we got the window, we got the rims, we got the radio coming soon, we got the backup camera. We need to put all the plastic together, really mount down the dash. I want to see if I can find the same silver piece or just glue that back together. And then from there, we'll add some tints. We'll bring the car to Teggy. We'll get it extremely clean. I want it to look like my white Mira. And then it's ready to go. I don't think I left anything off the list. Like I said, we'll do all the fun stuff like rims. Maybe I'll put rims on today or in the next video. We'll add the underglow. I got the LED lights. I got a glow plate on there. Oh yeah, we'll swap off the bumpers too. Probably the same day I go to Connecticut with David and thing, I'll swap that over as well. And then the taillights. I need to really figure out this because it's melting. It's going to continue to melt. It's going to continue to crack. What I think they did is they just bought a white one. They couldn't find a red one, and then they painted it red. And because it's not an LED, it's just getting too hot and it's cracking. And I don't want it to rain. I don't want it to short. The last thing we need is for the blueberry lemon to catch on fire. And speaking of fire, I'm about to insert a video right now. You guys would not believe what happened to Teggy's K-Van. If anyone is having carburetor issues, I want this video right here that I'm gonna show you guys to be the sign. Maybe it was that, maybe it wasn't. I think most people are saying that maybe gas was leaking on the exhaust and that's how it caught on fire. God knows what happened. But after watching that, I am 100% gonna mount a fire extinguisher there.
We're gonna start mad traffic now because everyone's gonna be stopping.
Oh, fuck, bro.
You can feel the heat.
Holy shit.
I feel like almost every car should have a fire extinguisher. That won't be like the solution. God knows that would have made any difference that day. God knows what happens, honestly. But I'm just happy that Techie and everybody involved was safe. But I think every car should have a fire extinguisher. I think this one, because it has such a rat nest and it's just crazy all over the place, I definitely need to add a fire extinguisher. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's an update on the Mira. Sound is gone. Interior is about to be put together. I think I might drive to the tire shop right now and get the tri-spokes on there. That way we could take off these steelies and I can see how it looks finally with some tri-spokes that fit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. We'll be headed to the port to pick up the midget, the cappuccino, the other midget, the Serena, the Terios Kid, along with several other kid cars. But thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.